Right, YouTube, it's Shadow King Nazru, and I'm here with another update of Dragonball Xenoverse. So it's been quite a while since we did another last update, and with Tokyo Show now upon us more or less, we got some pretty interesting news about Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse. Now, as we all know, it's going to be story's going to be revolved around original characters who are from the future and can time travel through the events of Dragon Ball Z. Now, so far we know it goes from Saiyan Saga to Buu Saga. We don't know if it goes into Battle of the Gods. So we can definitely say for certain, thanks to Demp's official announcement, it's not going to have Dragon Ball GT. Whew. We really dodged the bullet on that one. Anyway, we do have some different news that has something to do with that. The central hub for the whole time travel thing is going to be this place called Tochito City. I believe that's what it's called. That is where you will be able to do all your time traveling. And who the chief supreme, more or less officer of this is going to be a female Supreme Kai. And Trunks will be like her lieutenant, more or less. And he's going to be working for her because he probably did something that was rather upset to it, and this is like him paying the debt off. Now, this is starting to sound a lot like Dragon Ball Online, where we did these things, which means to me that my theory earlier was right, that this Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse game is going to be based off Dragon Ball Online. Further supported by the fact that we got an announcement for two villains, Towa and Mira, who were the, I believe, main villains of Dragon Ball Online. Towa is this female scientist from the demon realm who has the ability to control minds and make giant opponents. And she's also married to Mira, and they have a son named Fu. Now, back to her abilities. The first being to mind control people. It'll be akin to how Bobbity does things. Does that mean we'll be fighting some of the Z fighters if she ever does anything like that? Or possibly some of their villains like Frieza, Vegeta, when he was bad, Cell, Majin Buu, possibly even Beerus and Whis? Who knows? The possibilities could be limitless at this point. And we also got the whole giant enemies thing, which the last time we saw that was back in Dragon Ball Z Battle of Z. Now, those of you guys know that I'm some of the people who actually liked Dragon Ball Z Battle of Z, and yeah, I still play that game. Play with my good friend Man of Tomorrow 79. And I know that Dibs has made it apparent that they want to try to deviate from Battle Z because of all the somewhat negative reception to it. But I think they're being a little too hasty because there were some pretty good ideas from Battle Z, such as with the giant fighting. As when you're fighting them, you have to target certain weak spots in them, like their legs, or their arms, their chest, or their head. I think that should still remain. That would make it more tactical and engaging fight. And another thing I want them to keep from Battle Z is the stat boosting element, which we saw in Battle Z, and before that, Divs did something similar to that before in Budokai 3. I think they should keep that element. As you progress your character, you can level them up and boost your stats. So far, that's a pretty good, interesting concept, and I hope they keep that. Now, the other interesting news is that your original character, whether they be a Saiyan, a Namekian, or Majin, and human, if they have that or whatever, they can apparently have a mentor, and the mentor could be one of the Z fighters or one of the villains. Because we can see this further supported by when we saw the original character that had the red hair and kind of looked akin to Ultimate Gohan, with a few of Trunks' clothes. We saw that he was able to do techniques like the Kamehameha and the Special Beam Cannon, which means that when you choose your mentor, you can learn their techniques throughout the game. Now, does that mean you'll just only learn one specific technique from them, or can you learn their whole move set? And if that's possible, can you take on multiple mentors and learn their techniques and mix it all together to make your own special set of moves? I don't know about you guys, but you know me. I'm honestly going to choose Goku as my mentor because Goku's my favorite hero in all of fiction. Be it Dragon Ball Z or anywhere else. Nobody better than Goku. So, we got some pretty interesting stuff. There's also news about the beta, a closed beta coming up soon, and some of the people got codes to play this limited time beta for the Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse. I wouldn't know anything about this because I didn't sign up for a beta or anything. I'll just probably wait until the demo comes out and give my thoughts on that. But so far, everything seems really interesting, and I'm totally sold. I'm totally sold on getting this game. Now, well, maybe not totally sold. There's just one thing that I really want that'll completely seal the deal, and that's to get Battle of the Gods. And I really think that Demps will probably add that in, because that's a canon story. They've had 3 years to put it in, and that's probably more than enough time to add that story in. And I would be interested in seeing how that goes out. Now back to the villains. I forgot to mention who Towa was. I mean, not Towa, Mira. So Mira is the husband of Towa and the father of Fu, and he has this. He's this artificial human created in the demon world, and he is extremely powerful. So much so that Piccolo doesn't wish to fight him. Yes, Piccolo is more or less afraid of him. And he did, in Dragon Ball Online, he did this horrible thing as use the Spirit Bomb to destroy New Namek. Which some of the people are confused about, because wasn't it said you had to be pure of heart to use the Spirit Bomb? Well, you guys gotta remember, pure of heart does not mean pure good. You can be pure good or pure evil. You just have to have a pure heart. So, and remember, Cell said in Dragon Ball Z Kai, and I believe in the manga, that he could do the Spirit Bomb too, because he had Goku's cells and was pure of heart. It's pure evil. So, someone like Goku could use the Spirit Bomb because he's pure good. Cell could do it. And if Majin Buu knew it, specifically if he was Kid Buu, he would be able to do the Spirit Bomb too, because he's pure evil. So yeah, that's how. And this is a character who destroyed New Namek. Now, I'm not entirely sure just how powerful he is. I have my doubts that he's probably Majin Buu or Beerus level dangerous, but he's pretty high up. So, and the if this is going to be based on Dragon Ball Online, he'll probably do the same thing he did there of stealing one of those time passports so he could travel back in time and do what he wishes to with the timeline to fit his own agenda. So yeah, everything looks really interesting so far, and I'm really looking forward to what other news that will be coming forth soon, especially the ones that'll help answer my questions. So you guys tell me what you guys think about all this revelation. Uh, do you think that Toa and Mira are going to be a huge threat to the game? Uh, what mentors are you going to pick for your characters? Ooh, I'm really looking forward to this, and I'm also looking forward to your answers. So I'll go see you guys next time.